Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
Tommy?
Doing great.
Good.
So we got 10 questions for you for this podcast. So our first question was, where was your favorite place to compete?
Favorite place to compete, to play in the National Hockey League was probably Montreal, because it's just such a hockey hotbed, and I was able to play. I'm old enough I was able to play in the old Forum, the original Forum.
Right.
And I also did play in the new arena. They did new arena. It's over 20 years old, but
yeah.
But they managed it. They did a great job by kind of copying the old stadium and then turning it into a brand new modern facility.
Right.
So the atmosphere there and the feel. I think more than anything, the feel of playing in Montreal was great, and also in New York City in Madison Square Garden, because the energy of the city. You know, I was fortunate enough to play there as a visiting team, and also for a couple of years as a home team.
Right.
The energy of the whole city kind of gets absorbed into the garden, and it makes it special.
For sure. So our second question is, why did you move to Jackson Hole? And then the next subpart question is, how did you find Jackson?
I'll start with the finding. This is long. At this point, it's a long time ago when were at that time we were just dating. Now my wife and I were hanging out with one of her roommates, and she said, "You guys really like the outdoors. You should check out the Jackson Hole, because this is early '90s, and the girl, now probably an old woman, she used to come out here and ski, and she loved it. So we one year we just got in the truck after the season in New Jersey and drove out.
Oh.
And this was our first stop in the Western United States road trip, and we loved it enough, so we bought our first little home, summer home in town, Rafter J. And then we, as you get older, and we had a daughter and dogs and horses, then we just thought this would be a great place to call home. So
awesome.
It's kind of a quick way to tell you.
For sure. So the third question is, how did you get involved with the Israel hockey team?
That is a really long story, but I'm going to try to make it reasonably short, for sake of your podcast.
Okay.
So I played in New Jersey for a long time. I played for New York, and I was in the area in the New York metropolitan area for a long time. And there was a gentleman called Stan Fischler.
Right.
You look him up. He's in his late 80s. He's an author. He's a history buff, like I was or I am. And I saw him on and off very often during the hockey season for 20 years when I played. And we always talked about other things other than hockey. And then towards the end of my career, and we stayed in touch. And he's just a great friend of mine. And his son lives up in Golan Heights. And there's an arena in not far from him, where this gentleman's grandchildren play. And then after I was done playing, a few years later, I get an email like, "How would you like to do a hockey school in Israel?" And I said, "I would love it." So the hockey school, they fly you there, they give you a nice sightseeing tour, they make you welcome. Then I started working with the kids there, and then I went back the next summer and did it again, and they really enjoyed what I brought to the program. And then they asked me, after there were some changes in the Federation, Israel Hockey Federation, and some unfortunate events happened, so they were looking for new, fresh people to help them out. And they asked me last fall, as we were starting our season here with you guys.
Yeah.
And it was just a tremendous honor. And so this was my first year. So that's kind of the short way, but I guess the most important things are, I got involved with hockey because of a friend whose son and his family live up there right near the rink. And surprisingly enough, there's maybe not many hockey people, but the ones who are extremely dedicated.
Yeah, gotcha. So the fourth question is, where's your favorite place to eat in Jackson?
I don't want to say, because then the fans will mock me there. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the mood, Sometimes when I go with the coach, with Coach Matt, it's either Cuddy's for best Philly cheesesteaks or the Bird.
Yeah.
I just go with wherever the head coach says we go.
For sure.
When it's we also love the Middle Eastern Mediterranean cuisine. So there's a place in the Hotel Jackson called the Figs.
Gotcha.
And Trio is great. Has great food, and Bistro is right by us, not far from where we live, so it's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
There's always there's a lot of great places. Thai Plate. It's in that little. Whatever it is, it's a Thai food. We love Asian food, especially Thai and Vietnamese. So there's so many good places. I don't want to. I will probably forget some of our favorites, but as I said, it depends who you're with and what you feel like having. But there's definitely plenty of great offers.
For sure. So the next question is, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, one of my favorite. Again, I don't have one, but they're hockey related. It's not a hockey-related movie, but it's a hockey-related event. Remember when Gladiator with Russell Crowe? Well, you don't remember when it came out, but I'm sure you've seen it.
Right. Gladiator,
So it came out, I believe, in 2001 in the spring, this time of the year. And we are playing Toronto Maple Leafs in the second round of the playoffs, I believe. And it was, we were tied at 3 games apiece. And the night before the Game 7... or Game 6, deciding game.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the team, we were in New Jersey, but we stayed in the hotel even when we were playing at home during the playoffs.
Okay.
Most of the team, we just decided to go to the movies, and we saw Gladiator.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great movie at the time. I'm sure it's nowadays with the technology and everything, there's a lot of other great movies, but it stuck out because it was a great movie. We were all together. And the next day, we beat Toronto Maple Leafs 3-0.
Wow.
And they only had 6 shots on net.
Wow.
The whole game.
Wow.
So, you correlate, maybe we were inspired by such a awesome movie, and we were doing it together, and then we played as good as a team as I've ever seen team play. So, there's a lot of, I was just most recently... I saw on the plane, I didn't watch it, but The Longest Day, it's the first movie that was made. It's like the original Saving Private Ryan. And there's another story. I saw it by accident, June 6, 1984, which is the 40th anniversary of Normandy invasion.
Yeah.
And I actually saw it. I was 13 years old in Czechoslovakia, and we didn't get Western movies.
Mm-hmm.
But where I live, we lived about 2 hours from Vienna, the capital of Austria, and sometimes we could kind of, using the rabbit ears antenna, get Austrian channels.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was the 40th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy, so they played the movie, and it's a 3-hour movie, and I watched it it was in English, and I didn't speak English, with German subtitles, because that's how they speak in Austria.
Yeah.
Yet seeing that movie, this great event in history of mankind, again, movies are movies, but when it comes with a certain time of your life or certain events of your life, that what makes it great.
Oh yeah.
But I'm a huge history buff, so anything about history or military is my kind of movie.
Gotcha. The next question is, what was your biggest surprise entering the NHL? Biggest surprise. How much? This is 1990. The Cold War just ended, so I don't know if it was a surprise. I was ready for anything. My dad did a great job raising me, preparing me for anything that comes my way. But it was kind of what's probably surprising to more to other people than me when I say it is the hostility towards me from my own teammates, because most of them are Canadian and Americans, and they weren't used to seeing young 19-year-old teenage, 19-year-old kids from Czechoslovakia showing up and playing as well as we did. So nothing was surprising to me. What was most surprising to the people who I tell is the hostility that I faced, even from not only from the opposition but from my own teammates, because of the circumstances, the immediate, the end of the Cold War. Gotcha.
Just they did not understand, I guess, where I'm coming from.
Right. Our next question is, what's your greatest weakness?
Greatest weakness? I think for longest time, it was I expected others to be as serious about things as I was.
Right.
Today, it's still, part of it is
seriousness and an intensity that I live or do stuff. So I have to bring the level of intensity or seriousness according to what I'm doing.
Right.
So that's probably what I work on the most.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of bringing the level of intensity or seriousness that in whatever it is that I would bring, I have to kind of figure out what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, who I'm doing it with, and kind of, turn down the intensity and seriousness according to the situation.
Right. So our next question is, do you have a hidden talent?
Hidden talent? No. What you see is what you get.
Okay.
It's all about hard work. As I say, it's all about being focused, intense, and hardworking. That's it. I'm not hiding anything.
Gotcha.
That's what got me where I am.
So our next question is, what's your favorite vacation spot?
Being home. I travel so much that being home is the best vacation spot. When I can, I got home yesterday around midday and just being here for next probably couple of weeks and working on our property and enjoying Wyoming for what it is. That's probably the favorite place. I love to travel with a purpose. I love to travel with you guys to go to the games, to see, to go to Salt Lake or Sun Valley or places in Wyoming.
Yeah.
I love that because I have a great purpose to help you guys be better players and better people.
Right.
But ultimately, the best thing about all of that is coming home. So yeah, that's my.
Yeah, and our last question is: what's your second favorite sport?
Second favorite sport
besides hockey.
Probably soccer. Soccer. I played a lot of soccer growing up. I played a lot of tennis growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play much tennis because it's kind of harder on the body than soccer. I don't play much soccer either, but if I had more time and I wanted to get in sport, I would probably would kick the ball, at least kick the ball or spend a little more time with the soccer ball or on a soccer field.
Yeah, okay. Sweet. Well, that's it. That's all the questions. Anything else you want to tell us about, or?
No, unless you guys have any more questions, beyond that.
No, I think we're good.